Hi, how are non-technical roles in cybersecurity paying this well? In this video, I want to break down why companies are willing to pay so much, even for roles that are not technical. Here's something most people don't think about. The average cost of a data breach globally is in the millions of dollars, not thousands, not even hundreds of thousands. Millions. We're talking millions here. And that's not just fixing the issue. That includes things like lost business. It includes things like downtime. So when they're not able to work, it includes legal costs. It includes reputational damage. So when a company hires someone in cybersecurity, they're not just paying for tasks. They're actually paying to be protected. They're paying to reduce their risk. My name is Kimberly Simon, and I help non-technical professionals find and start cybersecurity careers without needing to code or be technical. So if you've ever wondered, how are these roles paying so much? How are they able to pay people who are not technical? And yet you thought you needed to be technical to earn that much. This is where that misunderstanding has been. Most people assume that high paying jobs in cybersecurity are only for technical people, or for coders, or for engineers, or for complex systems. But cybersecurity doesn't work like that, because the value is not just in building things. And building things is important and they get paid well. It's in preventing loss. Let me explain this in a simple way that hopefully you'll understand. Think about cybersecurity like insurance. You don't pay for insurance because something already happened. You pay because of what could happen, right? And the bigger the potential loss, the more valuable the insurance policy. The bigger the potential loss, the more valuable the protection becomes. Cybersecurity works in exactly the same way. If a company gets breached, it's not just an IT problem. It becomes a business problem. It affects everyone. Money is lost. Operations are disrupted. Trust is damaged. So companies are constantly asking, how do we reduce the chances of that happening? How do we reduce the chances of a data breach? And this is where non-technical roles come in, because most issues don't happen because of advanced hacking these days. They happen because processes were not followed. They happen because policies were not followed. Risks were not identified. Communication was broken somewhere. Something was missed. So the roles that focus on keeping things organized, or making sure processes are followed, or identifying risks early, or roles that focus on helping teams make better decisions, roles that focus on making sure people work together, those are the roles that reduce the chances of a costly problem for the company. And that's what companies are paying for. They're paying for that reduction in risk. So it's not about how technical the role is, it's about how much risk it prevents. Here's the shift that changes how you're going to see this. The problem is not that non-technical roles are less valuable. The problem is that most people don't understand how value is measured in cybersecurity. Think about it like this. If someone helps prevent a $2 million problem, a $2 million breach, what is that worth to a company? Even if your role is not technical, that's a massive impact. That's why these roles can pay so well, because they protect the business, not just the system. And this matters even more right now because cyber threats are increasing globally. Companies are under a lot more pressure than ever before to protect their data, to protect their operations, which means that the cost of getting it wrong is rising more and more. The cost of insurance for companies, cybersecurity insurance, is rising more and more. So the value of getting it right is increasing. If you've been thinking, I would have to become highly technical to earn well in cybersecurity, or you're thinking non-technical roles probably don't pay much in cybersecurity, that's not how this field works. Value comes from reducing risk, not just technical skill. Now, you know that every role doesn't pay the same. There are strong earning opportunities in non-technical roles in cybersecurity. So even if you're not coming from a technical coding background, there's still space for you here. What actually matters is knowing which roles align with your strengths and your desires for where you want to take your career. And that's exactly why I created the Cybersecurity Role Finder. It helps you identify which roles fit how you think and how you work. It also gives you an idea of the base salary, so the starting salary for each role that we match you with. If you're looking for more information, click in the link below or find the link in my bio and let's get started. You can totally get into a cybersecurity role in months, not years, a role that pays well, a role that has flexibility for you to work from home, and a role that aligns with your interests and your expertise. See you in the next video. If you're not already following me, make sure that you follow me for more content on how to break into the cybersecurity field without coding or technical skills.